Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tori. I just had my 26th birthday a few days ago, so I thought I would share 26 things that I learned during my past 26 years. So without further ado, let's get started. I divide all the things I learned into 3 categories, and the first category I want to tackle is self-development. The first thing is cultivate the habit of reading and keep educating yourself. For me, reading is a really great way to invoke thinking and to keep myself at peace. And most importantly, I can always learn new knowledge and improve myself through reading. It is a great way to ground myself and to not feel that anxious in this world. The second thing is write book reports. Writing book reports is a really good habit to help you retain information and knowledge that you learn. Otherwise, after reading, you feel like you didn't learn anything. The next thing is review weekly. Being introspective is extremely important. By reviewing weekly, I become more mindful on how I spend my time, and I have a clear idea on how far away I am to my monthly goal. So I can adjust my plan next week accordingly. And it is a really good way to visualize your progress, and it gives me the feeling that everything is under control. Next up, we have exercise regularly. Before, I was absolutely not a fan of exercise. PE course was a nightmare for me. Running 800 meters took me a minute to catch my breath. But I do realize health is the foundation of everything, and I do wanted to take good care of myself physically. And I found that once you got into the habit of working out, you cannot live without it. Develop critical mind. We are living in this virtual world full of all kinds of information. In order not to follow the herd and to not get fooled, we need to view those information with critical mind and to not accept everything presented to you as truth. Next point is value mental health. I think mental health is way underrated in our culture. We didn't receive proper education on mental health, no matter it's from our parents or from school. All we are told is to study hard, to work hard. What we didn't know as a kid is that psychological health is as important as physical health. It is so subtle and less visible. We need to take good care of ourselves both physically and psychologically. So if you notice any mental issues, please do ask for help. Set rules for all aspects of your life. Our life consists of endless decisions, big or small. I was always confused whether I should buy a piece of clothes or whether I should go to this party. If you set the rules, every time you run into the same situation, all you have to do is apply the rules and then you are good to go. Rules can help us make quick and effective decisions and make our lives so much easier. So the next point is learn financial knowledge and improve your financial quotient. In order to have a better financial situation and avoid the trap of rat race, having financial literacy is crucial. If you want to better off financially, it's not just about working hard. You need to learn how to make your money work for you. And this is also something I'm currently working on. Early to bed, early to rise. This habit will help you have a healthier body and better skin. Plus, when you get up early, you will find your day is extended and you will have more time. Like I always have 1 hour to read in the morning before I go to work. Think positively, speak positively. If you always look at the downside of things and you always beat yourself up, things will only get worse. I believe in law of attraction. What you think attracts what's in reality. If you think positively and you're always cheering yourself up, good things will come to you. Moving on to second category, socializing/relationship. Show your gratitude and care to your parents and your family. We tend to take the love we receive from our family as granted, but the truth is, not everyone is as lucky as us. So express your appreciation to your family Plus, they are not gonna be here forever, so give them more company while they are still relatively young. Don't give your time and energy to people and things you don't care. Time is the most valuable asset that we have, so you gotta be careful on how to allocate it. If you feel like the party could be boring or you don't want to go to a gathering with people you don't like, just politely say no to the invitation and use the time to do something you enjoy instead. The next thing is be generous with your compliment. This is a habit that can urge you to find the good points about people, and it always makes people stay. Comparing is a losing game. These days, social media is right in our face. It is so hard to not notice those people on internet who are so freaking good looking, having a thriving career, and they are so young. But we all live on our own terms, and we should try to learn from those excellent people instead of thinking, why am I so lame compared to them? Tell yourself you're gonna be who you want to be. Again, law of attraction. Be independent, but also be interdependent. There are times where we need to rely on ourselves, but we are living in an interconnected world. We need to work with people around us and to thrive together. So don't ever underestimate anyone around you. They gotta be good at something which you don't. If you guys work together, you're gonna create something greater than what you can on your own. Friendship needs to be nourished with time, energy, and love. Actually, just as any relationship, you need to put in time and energy to make that bond stronger. Catch up with your friends once in a while. If something reminds you of him or her, tell that person, and this kind of small things always warm my heart. Don't take yourself too seriously. You actually nobody, and at the end of the day, people only care about themselves most, and people don't give a shit to things that are important to you. When you don't take yourself too seriously, you keep yourself more humble and you're more willing to learn from others. You should be the one who affirms yourself, not others. The most valid confidence always comes from within. I used to build my confidence upon others' comments on me, but then I noticed that that kind of confidence is so fragile, so easy to crumble. When we really build up confidence from within, that kind of confidence can last. So the third category is work. First thing first, we have limited resources, so when you are faced with many problems at a time, you need to prioritize and focus on the most important things first, and this will bring you the most benefits. Next up, we have begin with end in mind. Understand why you're doing something in the first place. This will keep you on track and help you find better ways to get to the goals. Don't let the fear of making mistakes override. We always let fear control us, and that's why we can't take actions, and that's why we can't make any progress. If you avoid making mistakes, you also avoid the chance to learn something. Be proactive and always take a step further. If you want to know more from your work, you can take some work out of your work scope, or you can gain some knowledge from other departments. This will in return help you understand your work deeper, and gradually you will have a more comprehensive view on the business. Good university doesn't guarantee a good job. When I was first admitted to Fudan University, I was like, oh my gosh, I worked so hard to get into this university. I should just relax and chill. You know what? That is exactly what I did. But when it was time to look for a job, I was literally suffering. I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have a career plan. I didn't do much internship. I admit that your diploma is important, but that is definitely not everything. You need to have experience to prove what you are capable of, and that is what matters. And so this also segues really nicely to my next point, which is do more internship, and figure out what you want to do in the future. When you are at school, it is the best time for trial and error. Filter out those industries and positions that you are interested in and find an internship to really get your hands into those kind of positions, because only when you really do the job can you figure out whether it is like what you imagine or not. If you don't like the job, you can change it easily. But if you are at a full-time job, the switching cost will be much higher. Be down to earth and try to do the job well, even if it's small. We can easily fall into the trap of aim high and accomplish little. We always think I can take on more important role or I can take on bigger projects. But you have to ask yourself first, did you do the job at hand at the best already? If the answer is no, how can you expect yourself to do something more difficult? And also, don't underestimate the small and tiny jobs that you're doing right now, because they made up every bit of the road towards something greater. The last thing I learned is start from small and don't try to get everything perfect at a time. This is a lesson that will get you going. If you want to do something, just do it first and adjust it along the way. It only gets better. Don't let perfectionism stand in your way. That's all for this video. This is a very long video. I hope you guys get something out of it. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumb up, subscribe to my channel, and also share it with someone who might need it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!